guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Fran, I'm from Venezuela, and today we're going to be reacting to a video called 10 Reasons Why Australia is the Best Country in the World. Those are some pretty big words, so I'm very interested to see why Australia is one of the greatest countries in the world to live. I'm really excited. I don't really know much about Australia, I have to admit, so I'm really curious to see and learn more about this wonderful country. Before we do that, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. So let's hit play.
Australia, the land down under. The 6th largest country in the world
huge.
by land size, but only the 55th most
Sparsely populated.
Australia
okay.
is one
love
of,
that already.
if not my favorite country in the world.
You don't get to have
After
neighbors.
visiting
I love
there
that.
multiple times throughout my life, I
That's
can truly vouch for how
landscape.
amazing it is. Australia has it all: big fun cities, tropical beaches, rainforests,
know that
deserts,
Australia has
and
rainforests.
interesting historical culture. So
Beautiful
in this
kangaroos.
video,
You can have a kangaroo as a
of
pet.
10 reasons why Australia is the best
you know.
country in the world, and this is coming from a Brit. If you disagree
And
with
obviously,
any of our
like,
points,
Brits
or perhaps
love the
you are
beach because they
Australian
don't really
yourself
have,
and you
like,
can
good
confirm
beaches.
them,
So
then let us
I'm
know
guessing,
in the
like,
comments section below.
I
We
know,
love
like,
reading
why
your comments.
Brits are so attracted to
starting
this.
off with number 10. Its population density.
The first thing I said,
major cities
no
like
neighbors.
Sydney, Melbourne, and
that.
Brisbane may be rather densely populated, Australia as a whole is one of the least densely populated countries on Earth. I think we can all agree this is a positive thing, as who would want to live in a crowded, congested
who wants to live
place?
crowded?
Australia
Like,
has
no
roughly 3.3 people per kilometre squared, making it the 6th most sparsely populated country on Earth.
Kangaroos on the
Australia
beach,
is even
like,
lower, at just 2.5 people per kilometre
Is Australia
squared.
even a real place?
Perth,
Like,
the
it looks
main
like a
city
dream.
of
I love
Western
it.
Australia is one of, if not the most isolated city in the world.
Like,
the
when you
nearest
look at it
city
like
with
that,
a population
like, Perth,
of over
like, it's
100,000
just,
is Adelaide,
like,
over
hidden.
2,100
It's so isolated. Yeah, I can
away.
see that.
Number 9, the lifestyle. The Australian lifestyle favours the enjoyment of free time with family, friends, sports,
who
and
doesn't love
contact with
outdoors?
nature. Work is a fundamental value of society, but must be accompanied by the necessary time for rest and recreational
I have to say, I don't know,
The
like, if this is a stereotype, but I always think Australians are, like, very like, outdoorsy types. Like, in my mind, they love going to the beach, they love, like, going to the park, and I don't know, like, doing yoga, or like throwing a ball, or like practicing surf, or like kite surf, or any sort of activity that involves like beach sports, or you know, just like outdoors in general, because they have, like, great weather obviously all year round. So obviously, why not enjoy it and take advantage of it? But I think that probably makes them more, like, laid back and chill and friendly. So, like, I don't know if that's true, but in my mind, that's, like, yeah, like the stereotypical Australian that's, like, super warm, super friendly, super nice, and it loves going to the beach. Like, in my mind, they are like that, and I think I'm guessing probably, like, there's some truth to it. But I think that's why so many people, like, love Australians. Like, what's not to love?
majority of Australia experiences fantastic
See,
weather
like, they're
year-round,
practicing sports
meaning that
outdoors.
barbecues, outdoor socializing, and swims in the
Swimming,
sea
obviously,
are a
like, in
part
these
of
incredible
everyday life.
beaches.
Try doing that in the UK in the middle of January. You will end up with hypothermia. Number 8, high minimum wage and
They have
great
great salaries.
salaries.
Great,
Nowhere else
excellent.
in the world would you get such a high minimum wage. When you compare the minimum wage of Australians to any other country, you would find that the pay rate is more than $10 higher than the competitor
That's quite
countries.
high, actually.
This includes large countries like the UK, the US, France, and any other country.
So, like, all of Europe,
Jobs that
everyone,
pay
like,
quite
earns
decently in the
more.
UK are usually super highly paid in Australia, especially jobs in construction and finance. Number 7, high health score. Australia is one of the world's healthiest countries for several
super
different
healthy,
reasons.
and because they have, like,
Australia
free healthcare,
offers
I'm
its
guessing.
people one of the world's best healthcare systems. It has one of the lowest infant mortality scores and a high life expectancy. Smoking is low in Australia too, with a continuously declining number of smokers. The vitamin D that they get from the sunshine,
I mean, I do have to say,
being outside.
You probably think it doesn't really affect you, but in winter, when there's, like, no sunlight, or even when it's like constantly raining and you think like, oh, it's fine, you really like get to see the effects. But when you get sunlight again, you're like, oh wow, yeah, I can see it. um it's because like we're not plants, but I think we definitely do thrive on sunlight and just like being outdoors. So that probably is a pretty big factor in people's like happiness and well-being. Like get some vitamin D.
Being active and healthy in the sun is a lot
Yeah,
better for your
mental
mental and
health,
physical health than
and obviously
staying
like
indoors
your
in the
body as
freezing
well.
cold, dark nights like we have in the winter in the UK. Number 6, the beaches. Where else in the world can you go to a
Yeah,
new beach
that's
every day
stunning.
and it will take you 27 years
Oh my
if
god,
you want to accomplish that?
27 years, that's a
Well,
lot.
that's
How many
Australia for you.
beaches
There's
do these
so many
people have?
beaches, it would take you 27
Oh
years
my
to
god.
visit every beach if you
That
visited one
I mean,
every
I would
single day. What
honestly
is
like, who wouldn't love to like, I'm going to do the challenge. I'm going to visit one beach for 27 years. One day a different beach. That would be an excellent project. I would love to see someone undertake it. It's going to take a while though, but I think that sounds like an awesome project.
An Aussie beach is hard to beat, from the magnificent city beaches to the pumping surf of the unspoiled
And I think
wild
you
and
can do like
natural beaches.
whatever you want. You can do like
Every beach
guide
is a
surf, but you can also
contender to
like,
be better
I don't
than
know,
any
be on
other
the beach and
beach
just like
in
take
the
some
rest of the
sun.
world. Number 5, major attractions. It is impossible to live in Australia and wonder where you could go for your
It's
next
so
vacation
beautiful.
because there's so many choices. This country certainly has it all, from Sydney to Melbourne to the Great Barrier Reef
Yeah,
to the
of course.
giant lake, the majestic outback, and the unblemished beauty of the Northern Territory. You will love Australia.
I mean,
Australia
that's
has
incredible. Like,
something for
look at those
everyone.
turquoise beaches.
Number 4, it has every type of climate and terrain. From mountains to beaches to rainforests to
I
deserts.
didn't really know
Quite
like it was
similar
so
to the
varied.
USA,
Oh my
Australia
god,
is
look
so
at that.
big,
Like,
it
is
has
that for
every type
real?
of climate and terrain
Like,
there
look
is
at
to
that. It
offer.
looks like a
There is no
painting.
need to leave
It
your
doesn't
country
even
if your
seem
country
real.
offers everything the world has to offer. For example, in the UK, we do have beaches and forests, but we
Yeah, of
certainly
course you
do
don't
not
have
have
that.
those
Like,
tropical
it's not like
beaches
that.
that Australia offers. Number 3,
Of
the
course.
people. In my opinion, Aussies are friendlier than
Yeah,
most
look
other
what I
citizens
what
from
I just
around
said.
the world.
They're very friendly.
Sometimes
They're
even
very
too
warm.
friendly.
They're like,
Some say it's
they're
the
like
weather,
great people.
others say it's the carefree attitude.
Carefree, yeah.
The Aussie motto is "She'll be right," which means don't stress, it's
Love
all
that
good.
that
In
philosophy.
Australia, you're someone's mate until proven otherwise. This includes your boss as well as that annoying next door neighbour. You'll be amazed by the welcoming and laid back nature of the
Oh, I
natives.
love that.
Aussies and Brits are like two brothers. They do argue and they fall out sometimes, but deep down, we really do like
Of course,
each other.
like,
Number 2, Tasmania has the world's cleanest
oh,
air. The northwestern tip of Tasmania on the Cape Grim Peninsula is where you'll find the cleanest air in the world.
okay, so everyone should move
because
there.
the air is cleaned while it travels for
But
thousands
if we all
of
move
kilometers
there, like,
over
we're
the
gonna
ocean
ruin it. So
before
probably not.
arriving at the Tasmanian coast. Heck, it's so good, they even sell cans and bottles of air to other
Oh my
countries
god.
who have polluted
Hold
air.
on.
And finally,
Hold
number
on.
1.
Like, how do you like get air in a bottle? It's that a thing? And what do you do with the bottle? Like, I'm gonna inhale it. I'm gonna smell it. Um, I'm now. I have so many questions now. And how do you bottle it? I now I'm curious. Like, I want to know. And does it have like a particular smell? And what do people do with it? Like, do you just keep it in like in a shelf? I don't know. I would be. I don't know. Does it smell different? Like, do you grab like a mask and you inhale it, like oxygen, and it's different? Now I want to have like some Tasmanian oxygen and
Wildlife.
air.
Australia hosts a high biodiversity
Oh my god, they're so
compared
cute.
to other regions
They're
in the world.
adorable.
It has very unique wildlife such as kangaroos, koalas, quokkas,
I mean,
and
look
many
at- look at
more
their little
native
paws.
animals and
I mean,
plants
look at
awaiting
that.
for you. The squirrels in London's
Oh,
Hyde
yeah.
Park are adorable, but would you miss the opportunity to meet
Oh,
kangaroos,
look at
hug
that.
a koala, or
Oh my
take a
God.
quokka selfie
I
on
can't, it's so
Rottnest
cute.
Island off the coast of Perth. Yes, Australia is home to deadly creepy crawlies and snakes, but they are extremely rare.
I'm glad to
in
see it.
urban areas.
It's rare.
So
it's not
there
like
we
you're
have
gonna
it. 10
be
reasons why
walking
we
and it's
think
gonna be like a
Australia is
huge
the best country
snake
in the world.
grabbing your leg.
Of course, just like any other country in the world, it's not perfect. It does have some drawbacks, but we believe that Australia ranks highly in so many different areas.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. Have a great week, and we'll see you soon. And of course, remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more.
I can
We've
got
plenty more.
I can see why people like love Australia so much, and this video has me convinced. I want to move like right now. If that was the goal, yeah, for sure. I want to move right now. It sounds like a great country. I know they said like it has its drawbacks. Obviously, like no country is perfect. We all know that. But I don't know. It's the vibe, I think. It has everything. It has like warm people, friendly people, not too crowded, so you're not gonna be, fighting for space, and beautiful landscapes. I think it sounds like a really amazing place to live, and obviously like great wages, awesome. Why doesn't everyone move to Australia? Now I'm like, I want to book a flight right now. I will say that one of the drawbacks that I can think like at the top of my mind, it's probably the fact that they're so isolated that it must be tough. I mean, not for Australians obviously because everything's nearby, but if you're not Australian and you're not from like that part of the world, I'm guessing it's gonna be a little harder to connect with friends and family that don't really live there. Just because it's so like far away from everything, they're practically in a little like corner. I know that the planet's round, but they're so far away from everything that it's on one hand great, everything's spaced out, everything is isolated, you're gonna have like tons of space, but on the other hand, well, you're gonna have to get by with what you have. But overall, a pretty great video. I loved it. It's only on Australia, and I'm gonna move like tomorrow. But that was it for today. I'll see you next time. Bye.